Our first summer camps took place at Indian Mound Scout Reservation near Oconomowoc on Silver Lake. Every morning started with a flag ceremony at the mound, and notice the scouts were in full uniform. We were very fortunate to use the school bus from Mother of Good Counsel's school for our campouts. It was a great way to transport the scouts and the equipment. By the early 1960s, we moved our summer camps to Lefebvre Northwoods Camps near Leona, Wisconsin. Here we enjoyed beautiful and private Hardwood Lake, with campsites and a gorgeous swimming area. Midway through the week at Lefebvre was the Riley Lake trip. The scouts would hike about 5 miles to Riley Lake, then canoe through the channel to Wabacon Lake, and then sleeping on the island. It was very primitive, but it was very fun. One of the unique experiences at Lefebvre was the Fawn Run hike, which walked through a bog. It got a little muddy at times. Although we go to camp excited and full of energy, the ride home is a little more sedate. Troop 61 is very fortunate to have our own scout house. We're one of the few troops in the country to have our own building. The scout house was built in 1950. In addition to the regular Friday night meetings, the troop had many parents' nights and demonstrations in the scout house. During the first 30 years of the troop's history, scouts attended every Friday night meeting in full uniform. Here's Jim Niedhofer attending a scout meeting in the early 60s. Jim was the 3rd scoutmaster of our troop. During the summer, the troop would play softball games. Scouting is outing, and Troop 61 has been very active. We've participated in many council and district events over the years, including camporees in both spring and fall. Some of the places we've camped are Parnell Tower, Greenbush, and Camp Journal. At the end of October, we had our annual Halloween campout at Nature's Acres in Menominee Falls. This was Jim Niedhofer's farm, and he graciously allowed the troop to camp on some of the back acreage. Although we were still close to the city, it was a primitive camping experience. Highlights of the campout were the bridge over the river, the various rope bridges that we built, and in later years we got to visit Mr. Niedhofer's indoor swimming pool and to hear him talk about his huge butterfly collection. His butterfly collection was the 2nd largest in the world. Every January, the troop would head out to Indian Mound near Oconomowoc. There we would camp in the Fun Lodge, a primitive yet attractive building right on the shores of Silver Lake. The weekend would not be complete without the pajama contest. Hugh LaFontaine would coax the scouts into eating their carrots by telling them that if they did, they could join the Bunny Patrol. In the evening, we would lay the bunk mattresses on the floor and do tumbling. On Saturday night, we were visited by the Ancient Order of Siam. Those scouts that saw the light were able to join the order. In the late 60s, one of our committee members showed the scouts the importance of ice rescue. Every February, the Holy Name Society would hold their annual father and son breakfast. Then in the afternoon, we would pack the cars and head out to Pewaukee Lake for a little ice fishing. Every spring we would join other troops from the council and participate in the Catholic Scout Retreat. It was held at one of the nearby seminaries. In spring, we would head up to Portage, Wisconsin to hike the Marquette Trail. This was a 20-mile hike across marshes, bogs, and rivers. The Scout Circus. Every year the circus was held at the Milwaukee Arena. The closing act was the Troop 61 Bike Act. A huge mirror ball was hung from the ceiling of the arena. The lights were turned off, and the Scouts performed an exciting program with a figure-8 formation. Over the years, the troop has had many Eagle Scouts. The Eagle Award is presented at a court of honor. These events were held in many locations, from the Scout House to the school gym to large halls. The backbone of the scouting program are the adult leaders. Troop 61 was blessed to have many great leaders over the years. Many of them had sons in the troop, and others just enjoyed scouting.